Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Well, the summer movie blockbuster period, I don't know, time frame is well underway. We're now about a month in, give or take, maybe a little more, if you count Memorial Day as the start. And this week we have yet another blockbuster that I think kind of is sliding under the radar for everybody. But I should introduce myself. I'm Matt. This is the Real Film Nerds Podcast. With me, as always, is the lovely, the delectable, the often drunk Mike Talent.
Oh, hey, how's it going, everybody?
Yeah, see, he thought I was going to say Ma Henshaw. Yeah.
I did. Until you said drunk, and I was like, I think that's me.
No, Ma Henshaw's a drunk too, right, Ma? Oh, no. Did we lose her, like, completely now?
No comment.
No comment, or she turned off her mic, or we lost her completely. I'm not sure which one it is. Mom?
I don't know.
Hello?
Hi, Mike. Hello.
I'm very confused.
Are we here?
Yes, we have been recording, and I've been talking to you and about you for the past 3 minutes, and you are now alive. Your internet is real bad.
Well, I didn't hear it at all, whatever you said, so I am terribly sorry. Dave's doing...
Yeah, we can tell.
Okay.
We were both trying to talk to you, and you were not there. Right, Mike?
No, it was only Matt, but yeah, we kind of both talked to you.
It was only me. I'm the only one that cares about you, Ma. Can you see this? Even
well, see, now I'm crushed. Yes, I am brutally crushed. No, I'm not. It's okay. I'm tough. I'm rough, and, I can take it. Maybe.
I'm going to wait for the delay.
Okay, waiting for
all
the...
right, here we go. Now, you see, Ma Henshaw, even your other adopted son that you love so delightfully has disowned you because of your slow internet.
I can't help that.
Yeah, you can. It's called Pay Cox More Money.
Oh, sure, we pay him enough as it is.
Well, then you need to get on the helpline and tell them to make your shit fast.
Is it the router, Matt? You think it's the router? It's actually just the endpoint and not the actual connection?
I'm not going down that road because, let's see, I bought my parents a really good router, and it wasn't good enough for Frank, who never goes down there, and Frank replaced it with one of his, and then the internet got really bad, and then my dad called up Cox, and they came in and put their own stuff in there. Yeah, it's been a saga. The saga of Ma Henshaw's router.
Oh, if it's their own stuff, unless it's like the premium owned stuff, it's usually just meh. Like, it works, but it's not really good at handling lots of connections.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it's garbage. So, Ma Henshaw, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. And next week, I'm going to go out into the Arizona room, wherever that thing is, and tell everybody to be quiet. That's all.
I don't think it's going to matter, but okay, you can do whatever you want. So, all right, Mike is extremely tired, so this will be a 5-minute long podcast.
Okay.
Mysterious Mike Talent, why don't you tell our lovely listeners about what movie we're chatting about this week, and why we're chatting about it, and why it didn't make money, and all those fun things. Oh, and break it down.
Okay, well, I don't know if I can do it all in that order, but I will at least break it down first. The movie we're reviewing is from the world of John Wick, Ballerina, or its original title was Ballerina. And the movie is starring Ana de Armas, Keanu Reeves, Ian McShane, Angelica Houston, Gabriel Byrne, Catalina Sandiano Marina. And an assassin trained in the traditions of the Ruska Roma organization sets out to seek revenge after her father's death. Okay. I don't know why this movie isn't doing better. It's it's pretty good, but there's definitely something weird about it, Matt, and I think we'll get more into that in the spoilers, but I don't want to do that right away. So, anyway,
Unless you just
uh
want to have a 4-minute podcast.
no, not a 4 minute. Like I'm
Oh,
going for like 5 to 6, maybe 7 minutes.
okay. So, Mike, why did it not even make $50 million?
I really don't have any answer to that. I feel like it was marketed. I feel like it should be okay. I don't know. Maybe it's sexist. Maybe people don't. Maybe they're upset that it's not John Wick. I don't know, man. Keanu Reeves. I don't know. I have no idea, really.
I think they didn't market it enough. I don't think people knew it was coming out. I saw a handful of trailers here and there, but not like if it was a John Wick film or even the Mission Impossible film where I saw a Mission Impossible trailer every single time I went to the theaters. I saw a Ballerina trailer very sparingly. I think the name change really didn't matter, adding from the world of John Wick. Um, Ana de Armas is beautiful and a very good actress. Um, but we'll talk about my perceptions on that when it comes to action later. We don't want to spoil that, correct, Mike?
Yeah. Let's hold off on that. Yeah.
So then let's do this. Ma Hinshaw, are you ready to rant?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, tell us why people should go watch Ballerina or why they shouldn't go watch Ballerina.
Well, I think they're all nuts because I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was good. I thought the beginning, how they showed why she wanted revenge on the group, I would not blame her a bit. And she grows up and gets trained. Yay, you go, girl. I really don't know why the movie did not do better because I thought it was really quite good and entertaining, and the cinematography was really good, very good. And I don't know what people's problem is with it because I enjoyed it. And I thought the actors were really good. And she's just fantastic. Wow. What an athlete, I guess I'd say, or something. And I don't know. I understand why it did not make more money. And I think maybe Matt's right. Maybe it just wasn't advertised enough, you know? So anyway, that's my view. I liked it.
Mike, what are your first thoughts about from the world of John Wick, Ballerina?
So this is gonna sound a little odd, I think, even with me just thinking about saying it, but I thought it might have been a little too violent, and
What?
I all yeah, yeah. I don't know, like more grotesque, I guess.
So it was more brutal murdering than it was the action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, and then there was also something, it just seemed like some of the flow was a little bit. So the overall story is fine. I like it. It's very simple. It's a revenge story. I love it. You know, like I love revenge stories, right? You know, this is me. I love
It is your
revenge
favorite
stories.
kind of movie.
Yeah, but there was just something that didn't quite, I don't know, click. So, um, I don't know. That's just my feelings. But I mean, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. Lots of action, lots of things. But to me, it didn't quite fit to the John Wick world, I guess. I mean, it has all the elements. It just, I don't know. It just seems something a little bit off.
So, Mike, Revenge movie or horror movies? Which one is better?
Oh, revenge. Like a good revenge movie? Absolutely, yeah.
See, I thought so. I thought you liked revenge better than horror. Now I know the truth. Um, so I thought Ballerina was decent. I'm not going to say it was incredible, but it was decent. I had a good time. It was fun. Um, what am I trying to say here? I mean, it definitely expands on the world of John Wick. It feels a lot like the Black Widow of the John Wick franchise. I think it's interesting that they're saying John Wick is Ruska Roma as well, or whatever it is. The group.
Yeah,
that
Ruska Roma. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. The Ruska Roma is what John Wick is, which I never really thought he was. I just thought he was like an assassin that might have been trained by them, but I guess, they expand it and say, no, he definitely was. But then when you see the training and things in this film, like it's all women except for maybe about 5 or 6 dudes. But clearly, Angelica Houston was the one that trained him and was close with him per John Wick 3 and 4. But I think it was kind of odd to have him be like tied to them and helping out and all that other stuff. But then you don't see any other men really training and being assassins. It's all the ballerinas. That was kind of strange to me.
Yeah, I mean that's another little thing. I mean, before spoilers, I guess. But
yeah, I mean it's a little bit of a spoiler, I guess.
The
but
the timeline of where this is taking place is a little bit like what?
yeah, it's
Like,
between 3 and 4, John Wick 3 and 4.
yeah,
It was nice seeing Winston, played by Ian McShane, coming back. Angelica Houston, it was cool seeing her. Of course, it was nice seeing Keanu Reeves. I don't know if he really added or took away from the movie. I mean, it was nice that he was in it a couple times instead of just once. It was nice seeing Lance Reddick back. He passed away after the filming of this movie. So we won't be seeing him in the John Wick films anymore. But at least we got to see him in this one. But I think the strongest thing for me out of this film is the action was okay. I'm not going to say it was great. It was no Keanu Reeves. But I liked the world building, the expanding of this world. And I still just, the biggest question I have on this whole thing is in the first John Wick film and a couple others, you see police a little bit. I have not seen a cop in John Wick 3, 4, or Ballerina. And I don't understand. I'm very puzzled on that kind of stuff. But overall, I'd say this movie's decent. If you love John Wick like we do, everyone here on the pod, it's definitely a don't miss in the theaters. Go check it out. You're not going to be disappointed. You're not going to be as impressed as the John Wick films, but you're not going to be disappointed. You're still going to have a good time.
yeah, yeah. So, I guess I should say, if I watched it on a standalone, knowing nothing about John Wick or anything, this movie was awesome. It was great. But the problem is we've seen John Wick in the other movies, so it's like now that's like your standard or your judging, and it's like, so I guess if I remove myself from the whole other John Wick movies, this movie was awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was great.
Well, and I'm trying to look it up here real quick. I don't think it was the same director. No. And I'm wondering if that might be a little bit of an issue. The Ballerina was directed by Len Wiseman, which I know you pointed out. But Chad Stahelski is the one that directed the John Wick series.
Yeah. I read up about this. We'll talk about this in the spoilers.
We're going to talk about this in spoilers. Okay. Well, Mike, I'm very thirsty.
Yes. Yeah. You look parched. Which, by the way, Matt, if you haven't broken into your Blantons yet, there is no other time better than now.
Do I need to break into the Blantons? Like,
Well,
I haven't yet.
I'm just saying, because, Matt, sometimes the occasion is just that it's the day. Like, you got to do it, man. Like, you're holding it too high. You're putting it on the pedestal.
It's I put it on a pedestal because it's delicious and I know I'll never get any more, and it needs to sit there and age and like a fine wine. It's just a fine bourbon. But yeah, I'm afraid to even look at it. I have it hidden in like my cupboard so I don't even like touch it. Like it's even out of my reach. Like I have to go get a ladder to go get it off of the cupboard. That's how high up it is.
You you should. That doesn't get more top shelf than that, but you need to I think you need to, embrace your new house and just take a sip, man. Just one, man.
So I closed in April, the first week in April, April like 4th or 5th or 6th or somewhere in there. So now I've officially been in here for 2 months. Mike, I still don't have my dishes unpacked.
Oh, okay. I mean, I get that, dude. You've been busy and now everything picked up. Like, on top of that, you have Rattler stuff. Like, man, you just threw it on. Like, you just piled it on. You're like, oh, let's just keep shoveling the shit on my back.
Yeah, and on Saturday, I didn't even photograph the Rattlers on Saturday. I photographed the Wranglers on Saturday. And now I'm going to have to photograph Tucson this month, too, and the Rattlers.
Oh,
I'm shooting all the Arizona indoor teams this month.
oh, that's wonderful, man.
It's definitely something, Mike. But anyway, so was that you? I promise you, Mike, I will get to the Blantons by the end of the year.
All right, all right. Maybe for New Year's Eve, you can toast yourself or something.
I will. I'll just crack it open. You might
or Christmas Eve. Just give yourself a present.
You're coming back in Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. We should. I mean, yes. Barring anything abnormal, yeah, we'll be there for Thanksgiving.
That's the family tradition. The Talent family comes to Arizona for Thanksgiving, not Christmas, Thanksgiving, which I understand. It's okay. We could all eat turkey and ham and drink Blantons.
Okay. Well, I think Mags would be fine with that.
Yeah, heck yeah, she would. And I know Flynn and Cece would be fine with it too. I mean, I'll get them the baby size Blantons.
The baby size Blantons.
We'll put a nipple on it.
I'll get him the little airplane shot of it.
Yeah, the shooters. Dude, those are even expensive. I found one of those once. It was like $15.
For Blantons, they had one?
Yeah, the shooters. I got one. Yeah, I haven't opened it either. And it has the little horse and things on top. It's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. That's funny. I didn't even know they made that. That's funny though.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you if I can find it too. It's probably hiding with the other bottle up high.
Okay, all right.
But anyways,
Wow.
Okay, so Mike, are you asking me what I'm drinking?
Yes. What are you drinking?
Well, Mike, I am just drinking another road soda. Just another Truly's. This one is a strawberry kiwi. And, it's nice. It's good. Low calorie. No sugar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a nice summer drink.
It is. And it's been in the 90s here. It's awful. I don't know how much longer I can take it.
Yeah. Time to move to Flagstaff?
No. God, no. We're too expensive as it is. Flagstaff, I can't even imagine. Yeah, your alma mater. But, Mom?
Yeah.
Are you with us
Yes?
still?
I'm still here.
What are you imbibing?
Well, actually, it is not an alcoholic beverage, but it's really good. It's horchata. If
You can
anybody...
take a little tequila and throw it in some of that horchata.
Well, I was thinking of putting a little gin in it, but I haven't had time to do that because I had to fix dinner, That's a good idea. I like that horchata, though, because it has like a cinnamon flavor to it, and, it's very sweet. Ooh, but it was tasty.
They
I
have
still have it.
a horchata liqueur. If I'm yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, it
that
tastes
sounds
exactly
real
the
good.
same, except, a couple of them, and you're like, whoa, things are a little weird.
I could use my little bitty glasses that I like to drink, apricot brandy out of. That would sound good. I didn't know they had that. Thank you for the tip.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's around there, but I've seen it before. I don't know who makes it. I don't remember these things, but yeah, I've seen it. Matt, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure who makes it or where is it from, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter.
I would still like it because I love that flavor. Yum.
You like your cinnamon?
I do. I like cinnamon flavored stuff.
Mike, are you drinking Blanton's?
No. I was just giving you crap, dude, because I figured you hadn't done it yet. Anyway,
Nope, you're right.
I am drinking a Sweetwater IPA. It is it's called Tropical High Hazy IPA.
So, but I'm the one that's in the tropics, according to my Zoom background.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I'm just saying.
So, okay, Mom,
Yes.
go ahead.
Michael, what is your fantastic, stupendous dad joke for this week?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
Wow, Mom, you are laying it on thick.
All right. You ready? Why did the ballerina refuse to mess with John Wick?
Oh, God, you Googled this one. Why did the ballerina refuse to mess with John Wick? Because she was on her tippy toes?
Oh, dude, close. Because even her pirouettes couldn't spin out of that kind of trouble.
Yeah, that's close-ish. But
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good one.
Mom, stop encouraging him.
Oh, okay. All
right.
right.
So now I know this is a very, very difficult question, Mike. How does... Hold on. I got to go back and get the whole title because I just keep saying the ballerina. Hold on. Hold, please. How does From the World of John Wick, Ballerina relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, Matt. No, it wasn't too hard.
I know I was being facetious. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't. Sometimes I don't know when you're doing that, man. Anyway,
that's the goal.
yeah. I guess. Anyway, the composer from this, Tyler Bates, he was also the composer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and Deadpool 2. So there we go.
All right, so now we are in the infamous spoiler section. Who wants to go first? Mike, you seem like you had a lot to say.
Yeah. So, I guess for spoilers and stuff, there's just a lot of things in this that are just a little bit off. I don't know, man. I felt like, so although I loved the blowtorch stuff, I didn't need to see it for so long.
Yeah, there was a lot of murdering with flamethrowers. A lot of stunt doubles getting caught on fire.
And to be fair, this is probably the most fire stunt stuff that I've ever seen in a movie. So, like, those guys killed it, right? Like, I mean, it was amazing. That was awesome. But I don't know if for the story we needed to see it over and over, and like the super like wide top shot, although cool a couple times, I feel like it just kept going. Like,
yeah, they did it a bunch on a bunch of different scenes. Like even when they first got to that X city or whatever it was. Yeah.
So I just thought that was a little bit, I don't know. I felt Ana de Armas, or I don't know if I said it right, but
whatever, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, she did a great job. Like, but it's really hard to replace John Wick, Keanu Reeves. So what they did, I felt like, was a lot of the blowing up and the explosion stuff, which I thought was okay for a little while, but it just kept going.
Yeah,
So I felt like they
I didn't
overdid
get
it.
that. Yeah. I didn't get that where they kept, oh, well, here's an entire armory and she grabs a box of grenades. Like, no, if she was truly Ruska Roma, she would have grabbed 9 millimeters and swords and all that other shit and just started going to town. I have a theory. I think her stunts were a little mediocre. I think she was slower than the stuntmen anticipated her to be. And so they'd be like waiting, almost like waiting for them, her to like hit them. And you could see it like if you pay attention, you can really kind of see it. Like there's like a 1 count before she swings and hits them and all that other stuff. I just feel that if she did more action training like Keanu Reeves did on the first, second, third, fourth, all the John Wick films, just leave the Matrix and all that out. I mean, he did good training then, but not like the level he did with John Wick, where he trained for hours a day with actual professionals in ranges and doing all that stuff where like, the firearms were an extension of him and see that and you can tell that he's well trained. I think it would have come off a lot better. That's probably my biggest complaint with the whole film is just the stunts are good, but they're not at the level of the other John Wick films at all.
Yeah. So, yeah. There's also like, I don't know. There's just a couple things that are a little strange. Like the second appearance of the Baba Yaga or John Wick seems a little like, why? Because even if he was Ruska Roma, he'd just been like whatever ostracized or whatever, right? Like,
which they showed at the beginning, right? That's why
right.
they took the brand and burned it out of his back.
So that seemed a little bit odd.
Yeah, why would he be catering to the Ruska Roma if he's no longer Ruska Roma?
Right. So that was a little weird.
I liked the idea of John Wick hunting her, though. I thought that was interesting. That was cool, but still, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and I thought what's her face? Her trainer, like that we saw in the beginning, should have been the one who kind of went and like the teacher has to take down the student because the student's gone rogue.
Yes, instead of John Wick, yes, I got you. Yeah, that would have been way better. Yeah.
But at the same time, like that's not John Wick. So I don't know like if they were just trying to like hamstring him in a little bit.
Yeah, that was Nogi, right?
Yeah,
Nogi. Yeah, I looked up the character name real quick. Played by Sharon Duncan Brewster.
Yeah.
Yes. That would have been that's a way better idea, Mike. I like
and her character is good and like I would have liked to see a little bit more, right? I don't know. Like we get a little bit of an introduction in the beginning and then just falls off. But so I guess this is where I'm going to get to is the director of this movie, I think is only director in the credit, like just barely. From what I've read that Leon Wiseman is basically usurped by the former director of the other movies,
Chad Stahelski.
Yeah, because they did screenings of it. This movie is made like 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was made a while ago. Yeah,
they did screenings of it and stuff, and like it was awful. And the producers were like, "What the crap is this?" And they were like, they feared that it would be so damaging to the John Wick franchise that they basically fired the other director, kind of without telling him, and reshot. They had 6 months of reshooting.
Oh, geez. See, that's never good when you have to do reshoots like that. Right, Ma?
Right.
6 months is usually how long it takes to make a movie or less.
Right.
So, holy crap balls. I think they redid the whole movie. So I think that's where some of the flow of the movie seems weird. And I think that's why. Because I think they used some stuff and tried to kind of pigeonhole other stuff. So I'm not sure where that ends or begins or anything.
Well,
but,
and the John Wick films are notoriously inexpensive to make because there's not a lot of CGI. It's all legitimate stunts and acting and all that stuff. I mean, they're fairly inexpensive compared to today's major blockbuster, and I don't think they're going to make their money back on Ballerina at all because they probably, like you were saying, basically shot it twice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the budget for this movie is 90 million, which John Wick's were now. Granted, there's been inflation and all that stuff, but they were made for a lot less. So like 20, 30 million usually. Also, Norman Reedus is in this, but barely.
What
Like
a
it
waste.
would have been cool to see him a little bit more.
Waste of a good actor. Yeah, and I thought it was kind of a cop out that, and it's just me, where he's just like has a shotgun and just sprays and prays. I'm like, no, dude. Norman Reedus can do a lot better stunts and acting than that.
Yeah, but I don't even know if he was like a late
about that.
addition. Like if he was a late addition to the movie. I don't know. Like
He
so I
might
just
have
felt
been in like a rewrite. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like some of the flow of the movie was just a little bit off. Like a lot of the elements were there, like the main stories of like revenge, the Ruscaroma, this other entity, I don't know, they just called them like the cult or some sort of cult
Yeah.
or whatever. That was fine. It was just I don't know, man. And the whole explosion thing stuff, like it just got old. Like it was cool for a little bit, but it's like, and that was kind of what I felt like the flamethrower stuff. It was really cool. I mean, amazing stunts. I kept thinking like, holy crap, man! I don't think I've ever seen somebody being on fire this long ever. Like,
And that
like,
many of them. At
yeah,
once.
like, yeah, this is amazing. Like on a technical
Yeah.
standpoint.
And there's no cuts. Like there's
Yeah.
dudes literally just lying on the ground, like crisping themselves up like some fried chicken.
Yeah, like I was like, wow, that's amazing. But then I was just like, but it just keeps going. Like it just felt like that scene was way too long.
Mom, did you like all the fire?
I agree with that. I agree with that. I think it was too long. I mean, the general premise was great, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. But then it keeps going and going, and I was sat there and I thought, okay, she's got to run out of fuel. That's how long it was. And I don't think you would have fought that long, really, but they did in the movie.
I did love the premise of having a town that's like really off the beaten track that is entirely like like people of like mind for that if there's like, outsiders to take them out.
Mhm.
I love that. I thought that was really cool. And how terrifying would it be, Matt, if everyone just all of a sudden started like shooting at you and stuff?
I would cry and scream like a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
that has pink eye.
yeah, yeah. I thought that was a really cool concept, and I did like how that was executed. So that was cool.
I liked it, but I thought it was kind of silly how she climbed up one roof with all this snow and ice and stuff on the roof, and she was able to climb up it. Now, the next one that she was on, that was more normal. She slid. But I'm like, what? You wouldn't be able to do that. You would have to creep along or have, I don't know, you'd have to have some kind of cleats on your shoes to climb up that doggone roof. And I know it's silly that I was thinking that, but that's what I was thinking.
No,
you live.
it's a very valid concern because it took you out of the film. And so it's something you need to address and talk about. See, Mom, the longer and longer you talk with Mike and I, the more and more you become a critic. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, that reminds me of her sister. Would have liked to know like just a smidge more. Just like.
You got 2 seconds of, oh, hey, guess what? This lady that's been hunting you the whole movie, that's your sister. Wait, you had a sister?
And she's dead.
Yeah. Was she in the beginning? No. Was she in anywhere else saying that she's your sister? No. But yet she clearly was so upset that you never came back.
In the very beginning, when she's a little girl, she says, "I miss my sister," and that was it. And you're like, "Huh?" And then the next thing you know, like, I don't know, an hour and 40 minutes later, she's like, "Hey, I'm your sister." You're like, "Oh, son of a bitch."
Do you remember that one line 2.5 hours ago?
Yeah.
That's really how it was. It was like right in the beginning when she's like outside and her dad's like she's all pensive or whatever, and her dad's like, we gotta go or whatever. She's like, "I miss my sister."
That's true. And that was kind of it, you know?
Oh no,
And then right
that
at
was
the
it.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, one thing I did like is the idea that the cult, or whatever they keep calling it, is everyone from this John Wick universe that's assassins or whatever they are, killers, whatever you want to title them, that this community exists because they want out and they want to have a family. And so they don't respect any rules. They don't care about anything. And we see that as when they show up to the armory and light that mofo up, you know, because they wouldn't do that. And like in the Continental, the same thing. You wouldn't do that in the Continental because there's rules, and they didn't have rules. So I thought that was a one of the redeeming qualities of it. But again, I talked about that in the non-spoiler section, where I just really enjoyed the world building probably the most out of this film. Next to the flamethrower stuff, of course.
Yeah. I mean, that does track. I mean, that was something. It was just I don't know.
It's okay, Mike. We'll let Ma Hinshaw finish her piece, and then we'll close out.
Okay,
Ma,
sounds good.
what else do you want to add about Ballerina?
I really did like the town, you know, itself and everything. And I thought it was really picturesque too. Like they were hidden away in this, you know, really pretty town and everything. But then she destroyed a lot of it. Oh boy, there it went, you know. And like I say, I think if there had been that many flame things, there would have been a whole heck of a lot more buildings burning down all at once, you know? Just a thought.
Ma,
But I still liked it. What?
were you disappointed that there weren't more ballerinas?
Yes, I was, but I'm a girl. I thought they could have shown, besides just showing her trying to get up on her points and spinning and then falling down, I think they could have had a little bit more of her dancing some, because that's the whole title of the movie.
No, the
And
whole
there
title of
wasn't.
the movie is From the World of John Wick, Ballerina. And we have John Wick.
Well, yes, but she wasn't a ballerina that long in the movie, which kind of was a little disappointing to me, but that's okay.
Were you disappointed that you didn't get to see Keanu Reeves' abs?
Oh, yeah. That and, you know, anybody's abs. Oh, well, that's okay. It was a decent movie with lots of murders, which
Mike,
was cool.
You know, one of Ma Hinshaw's goals right now, she's working her core every day.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Yep.
She's going to
I'm
be
trying.
83 years old with six-pack abs, right, Ma?
No, I'm never going to get up to that. Oh, heck no.
All right, Mike. Well, why don't we discuss the film that we're going to chat about next week? What are we going to chat about next week? Do you even remember?
No, I have no idea. But you sent me a list a while back. So what are we doing?
So this is a Stephen King film. It is called The Life of Chuck. It came out last week, but it didn't come out here until this coming week. It has a heck of a cast. It is written co-written and directed by Mike Flanagan. It stars Tom Hiddleston, Jacob Tremblay, Karen Gillian. I'm not going to pronounce his name. Mark Hamill, because I'll just butcher it. Harvey Guillen, Matthew Lillard, just a ton of star actors in this film by Stephen King called A Life-Affirming Genre-Bending Story based on Stephen King's novella about 3 chapters in the life of an ordinary man named Charles Krantz. So I haven't really seen any trailers or anything on this. I don't know if I'm going to watch any trailers on it. I think I'm just going to go in as it is and hope that it's, heartwarming and heartfelt and all that kind of stuff, because that's typically what Stephen King writes. He writes death and murder and scary stuff and really heartwarming stories. So we'll see how it goes.
I saw the trailer, but I wasn't real thrilled with it.
Ma was not thrilled with the trailer. Uh-oh.
Well, I kind of was like, well, is that really going to be good? But then I know it's Stephen King, so I'm hoping it'll be really good. And I have to go to Tucson to see it because we're not getting it here.
Well, that's why I was trying not to send you to Tucson. And we waited a whole
okay.
week.
I'll go eat someplace good.
Okay, I just don't want to upset Pa Henshaw.
Oh, no, Pa's already ready to go. Mm-hmm.
Wow. He lives for it as much as you do, so.
No, he's looking forward to the popcorn.
Okay, so, Mike, how many reels do you give from the world of John Wick, Ballerina? I'm just going to start saying Ballerina. This is getting ridiculous.
So for the movie From the World of John Wick, Ballerina, I will give it 3 reels out of 5. Like I said, if it wasn't a John Wick movie, this movie was awesome. So I think John Wick has just made us really like look at and examine things differently, and good or bad, it really upped the level of action in Hollywood to be more realistic, and I really like that. I appreciate that. So I like people running out of ammo and having to deal with their guns out, so they take other people's guns and like all kinds of stuff, because that is real.
It's incredible what John Wick has done for the action genre, in my opinion, and that's why that first film just blindsided everybody so bad, because no one thought anything about it, and then 2 did okay, and 3 and 4 lit the world on fire.
Yeah. I watched the first one in the theater, just went because I think I saw the trailer and I was like, looks good. Keanu Reeves is usually pretty good. And after I was done watching it, it wasn't well attended at all. I was like, that was amazing.
Yeah.
And then after that, everybody just started saying like, oh man, that movie was great. Did anybody see that? Like, it was like, it had this slow burn kind of effect.
Yeah. Well, like a lot of movies that you and I and Ma have seen this year, where the instant they come out on streaming, all of a sudden they're number 1 on streaming.
Yeah, I guess people don't go to the theaters. It hurts. It hurts me to say.
Nope. It hurts everyone to say. So, Ma, how many cookies? I know what it is, but I want you to tell everybody.
Well, I gave it 4 cookies because I really thought it was good. I liked the fact that she was taking revenge, and good for her. Get in there. They were awful. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it. 4, Creamfield cookies. Okay.
Well, I am right in between both of you. I did 3.5, and that's been since I saw the film on Thursday and Friday and talked about it on the radio. I think it was good. It's better than average, but I think being tied to John Wick, like you've said multiple times, Mike, is what really kind of brings it down. If it wasn't tied to John Wick and it was just, hey, another revenge movie, maybe we wouldn't be so critical and it'd be a much better rated film. But no, if you're going to live up to John Wick standards, you better live up to John Wick frickin' standards, period.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. And I think that's part of the reason it's a little bit off to me is because all the extensive reshooting and stuff. So, like, I don't know where those shots and things were. I don't know how it affects anything because I don't know if anybody will truly know besides the people who worked on it. But um, it just had something a little bit off. Couldn't quite put my finger on it.
Right. Well, all right, Ma, anything else words of wisdom you would like to add for our copious amounts of listeners?
Oh, I thought Angelica was really evil and good. She always is, though. And that's about it. And I enjoyed it. I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but I did. And that's all. Mm-hmm.
I will say make sure and brush your teeth and floss every day. That's my words of wisdom. Mike?
Yeah. Like you've said, Matt, basically, if this wasn't a John Wick movie, we would have had a lot higher ratings and all that. Like, I don't know, like that really, like John Wick, like you've got to live up to the level. I don't know. Like, you can't just put that title. You just can't put that around anywhere and be like, hey, we got another movie. So anyway, but it is a good movie. It's a good movie. Action, amazing stunts, like really cool stuff. Well done. Just environmental stuff. I like that a lot where, you know, they're using the environmentals, like whatever's around is the weapon. And that's really great. Like in this movie, it's like top notch. Like everything is used everywhere. Dishes and just ridiculous stuff. But I like that because that's more like, you know, you're just in the fight, do whatever you need to do. So, but I don't know, it's just lacking a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So
well, I think
guess
we're done, Mike.
All right.
That's why I was
Yeah.
trying to be goofy and be like my words of wisdom. You were going to take us out, but you went back into another rant. So,
All right.
job,
We're
Mike.
out. We're out.
Good job, Mike. I like it. You explained more, and I enjoy it. And you have very valid, good points. Ma Hinshaw, step up your game, please.
What? I'm playing a game? Oh, okay.
All right.
Nope.
With those words of wisdom, let's get out of here, everybody. Thanks for listening, and make sure to follow us on the socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I mean, I guess it's X. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next pod. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.